Campers, it's me, Ari Lee, the first Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. You're watching Horror Junkies 509. And remember, Jason never dies.
Yo, what's going on, fellow junkies? Horror Junkies 509, Kyle 13th, coming at you again today, you guys. And I hope you're all out there having an absolute killer day, you guys. It is the last day of November. And as you guys, if you follow the channel, you've noticed I've been working on a Thanksgiving trilogy. And so I got to do one more video to make this trilogy complete. So that's definitely what I'll be doing today. But first and foremost, I hope you guys all had an absolutely amazing, filling, safe Thanksgiving with your friends, your family, whoever you decide to spend it with. And I hope it's been a spooky Thanksgiving for those who want to watch the Thanksgiving horror, the little bit that we have, but still enjoy it nevertheless. I know I had a pretty amazing Thanksgiving. Me and Angelina, we went over to my family's house. We also broke off towards the end and went off to Angelina's friend's house and stuff like that. So we definitely try to, we try to make sure everybody gets the chance to see us as often as possible, you guys. I know it's crazy. And I know that some people even do more families than that in one day. And so I just hope you guys are all safe out there. And I hope you guys had a safe and not chaotic Black Friday. I didn't do any Black Friday shopping out and about. I always do a little bit online and stuff like that. And we got Cyber Monday coming up. So, anyway, you guys. So to make this trilogy complete, I'm going to go ahead and review the other Thanksgiving mask. As you guys already know, I already did review the normal John Carver mask from Thanksgiving. And definitely, if you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it because I absolutely love this movie. I cannot get enough of it. Me and Angelina just watched it again last night, which is probably maybe the third or fourth time in November alone. But today, we're going to go ahead and review the burnt Thanksgiving John Carver mask, you guys. And this thing is absolutely pretty awesome. I mean, it's pretty much the same exact mask, just minus some new details, different paint job and stuff like that. And we're going to go over every single bit of it, you guys. And so I hope you'll sit tight, enjoy the last day of November with us here at Horror Junkies 519, and check out another piece of Thanksgiving merchandise, you guys. Absolutely love this movie. I cannot wait for the sequel. As a little bit of an update, I hear that they are still working on the script. It's nearly done. They want to plan on filming this spring, so hopefully we're going to be getting some more updates as we go along. They really want to make sure they have a really good script, and they're trying to get everyone's, schedules to align. There's a lot of people that lived in the first movie, so that makes things a little more difficult to make sure we get everybody back. That's why these slasher movies are usually easier, because they wipe out just about everybody except one or two here and there, and that's easy to get them to come back. But in Thanksgiving 1, there's quite a few people who survived. So maybe we'll fix that in the sequel. We'll see how we do. But let's go ahead and get right into this review, you guys. Thank you for stopping by and coming to check out another review by Horror Junkies 519. And so we're going to go ahead and get right into this, you guys. As you guys know, this is an amazing Trick or Treat Studios product, you guys. I absolutely love Trick or Treat Studios, but I don't work for them, so I have full confidence I will call them out on their bullshit, but I'm also going to talk about how great they are as well. So we got the whole Thanksgiving ticket right there. Cool picture of John Carver right here. And then here's the mask. We'll go ahead and cut this guy off. Just like the last one, there is no name as far as anybody who sculpted it or worked on it, so I can't really do any shout-outs like I would like to. But on the barcode, it does say John Carver Burnt. So kind of make sure that you guys see that. And then everything else is going to be pretty much the same. If you guys want to check it out, feel absolutely free. Maybe if you guys find a name that I'm not finding, that would be nice. But anyways, you guys, do you guys enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday? I mean, I'm one of those people who I don't decorate. I don't really celebrate it that much. But, when it's here, I absolutely love it. I love Thanksgiving. I enjoy the holiday. I love getting together with my family and my friends and stuff like that. And then, Thanksgiving food, it's one of those things you only get once a year, unless you guys do it more than once, which I personally do not. We don't make this stuff only once a year. So, so it makes it kind of a little more exciting because you get these dishes that you don't see every year, all year round, whatever. So that's exciting for me, and I always love getting with the family and, seeing my brother come home and stuff like that. My sister lives in town, so, I can see her and I can see the kids and stuff like that. So that's always a good time. But, everyone comes into town. We get to see everybody. All right, you guys, so we got the card. Looking good there, just like the last one. And so as far as build up, you guys, just kind of a reminder, if you guys didn't watch the first one, The straps do kind of clip in right here, and there is a screw to kind of hold them tight. So you can take this out and replace the strap if you need to. You want a bigger strap, smaller strap, whatever the case may be. Do you need a one that can go a little bit bigger? We do have the inside head sponge for safety, but this one's kind of cool because on the back it was all this was the new one is all white and this burnt one is all black. So that's kind of cool, the different detail. Remember, for the bigger heads, these where the strap goes in, this kind of squeezes your head a little bit. So I'm going to say yes, you can fit it, but you're going to feel it right here if you wear this for a long period of time. So if you're going to be John Carver for like Halloween or just like a fun little thing for Thanksgiving, just remember that. That's going to be the issue with the fit. Because I remember, like, you're able to tighten this up as much as you want, and it looks pretty good, and you're going to be able to loosen it up as much as you need. So it will fit, but just with the uncomfort of the little side spots. So as you guys can see, the only real mold changes is pretty much this burnt side. You can see the eye is a lot more open here, and we kind of got almost like the Halloween 2018, or sorry, Halloween Kills kind of burnt side a little bit. So kind of reminiscent of that. This one's got some scuffs on it and, different details the original one doesn't have. But, all the other details that were originally there are still there. You can see the mustache is kind of starting to droop a little bit. Same with the lips, starting to look a little bit like Rocky Balboa, which is all right. Hey, yo, Adrian. Maybe from the different side. I'm not sure. But, I still think it's a really great mask, and you should I definitely recommend it, adding it to your collection if you're a fan of Thanksgiving, because why not have both? Because I really don't think they're too expensive. But, here's the comparison of both. If you guys want to see them side by side, I think they both look really good, and I don't see why you wouldn't want both in your collection. But that is honestly up to you. I'm just here to review them and tell you if it's worth the crap buying. But since they're pretty much almost identical, they're definitely worth buying if you want both. So let's go ahead and try this bad boy on. And if you remember, the hat does not fit with the mask, but I will still give it a go. But one thing I didn't do in the first video is make this screen accurate, because this is what the killer wears under the mask right here. So I'm gonna put this on so I can be a little more screen accurate this time. I can't believe I forgot this in the first video. I'm ashamed of myself. I know. You guys should be ashamed of me too. And you guys, so just remember, I get this on Amazon. This is not something that came with the mask or anything like that. I just got like a morph mask off Amazon. Okay. So if you want to get one, you should. All right, so now we got the under mask going, and now we'll try this bad boy on. All right, and just because I'm a glutton for punishment, I'm going to go ahead and try the hat on as well. But for me to get this on, I had to force this to my face pretty hard, and then I got to force this on pretty hard. So let's see if I can get it. Ugh. I feel like the first mask worked a little better, but I can still see, even though my eyes are just barely right there. Not perfect. I'm hoping to find a bigger hat online and see if I can make it work, but that's the look right there. Ugh. See if I can get it on straighter. Yeah, my buckle's still cockeyed, but whatever. Ugh. The safety sponge isn't helping here. It's not keeping me safe. Yeah, see. That's what happens, and so I kind of end up looking like that. Alrighty. Ugh. Alrighty, fix that. And let's get my normal crown back on here, because we're Horror Junkies 509. We're not John Cava, even though we try to dress like John Cava. Alright, you guys, so like I said, the fit, I mean, it's really going to be up to you, because like it gives you the room to be able to wear it. It's just these side pieces are going to be kind of forced right here and kind of not dig into your skin or anything like that, but you're going to feel pressure for sure. I mean, the longer you wear it, the worse it can probably be. But honestly, I think the sculpting that they added to it due to the melted side of the mask, I think looks absolutely great. I feel like with the light on, this looks really good as far as the lighting. But without the light, it does get a little bit dark. So let's see if I can kind of show you that. So this is with the light on. Here's with the light off. So it is a pretty dark mask. And so, I just want to kind of show you guys what, when you do see it, it is going to be darker than what I'm showing you. So I don't want you to get your copy and be like, what the heck? This didn't look like anything like the review. But as you guys know, I try to light up everything as much as I can. So I definitely like the paint up. I think they did a really good job. I think they captured a lot of the necessary detail. And I mean, it's just a pretty mild change from the original mask, you guys. But I still think it's really a great addition to your collection, especially since these are like 19, 20 bucks or something like that. So you're not going to be out a lot of money. And this is such great plastic, or vacuum form masks. They're hard. This is not going to break if you like drop like something on it. Like, of course, if you drop like something crazy heavy on it, of course it'll probably break. But if you just have it in storage, it's not just gonna freaking crush like those old 80s masks and stuff like that. But like I said, I think the paint up looks great. I think the new molding on the burnt side and everything's looking really good. I really do enjoy it. I think they knocked it out of the park. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and give it, since they added a little more extra to it and had to add a little more work to it, I'm going to go ahead and give this a solid 9 out of 10. I really do enjoy these masks. And of course, it does get an absolute solid. And I did end up hanging these upstairs, so I did have the hat hung up, the mask hung up, and now I'll kind of add this one to the, the foray. And they all really get solid groovies, you guys. The biggest reason for the hat is just because it doesn't fit. So I wish they'd kind of make a bigger size of it, or if I can just find a bigger size. If you guys know of one on Amazon that you've seen, drop me down the link in the comments. That would be super cool. And then I'll shout you out when I kind of talk about it in the video. But like I said, all of them get a solid groovy, you guys. I don't remember exactly what I gave this first one. I think I gave it an 8 out of 10. I don't quite remember. But this one's going to get a 9 out of 10 just because, that add a little bit more. And I think it's a good mask, you guys. And so that's going to do it for me. Horror Junkies 509 signing out just until next time. And you guys already know it. I've been sentenced to life. I have been sentenced to life. I am a horror lifer. I don't edit things out. You get me raw. I've been sentenced to life. I am a horror lifer. And you guys have a killer day. Have a killer end to November, you guys. I hope you guys had a killer Thanksgiving, a killer Black Friday, and I hope you have an amazing Cyber Monday tomorrow. And after this, spooky Christmas begins. I hope you enjoyed spooky Thanksgiving. Hopefully I can do more next year, like if we get our Thanksgiving too. Here's the hoping, you guys. Stay killer, stay bloody, stay safe. Until Horror Junkies 509 rides again, there will be no leftovers.